Well, hello there, Jeeves. So nice to see you again. Um, if you haven't noticed, YouTube, I have been dead for quite some time. Well, not necessarily dead, but, I do plan on making more videos now that I have the ambition to. What are some of the things I will probably cover are makeup reviews, makeup tutorials, music, my own music, if I start playing guitar again. Um, what was I gonna say? Art stuff, also just as a normal blog type of thing. So, to get the ball rolling, if all of you who are watching this, if you want to go to my inbox or send me a message, uh, anything you want to know, any questions, with the political debates coming up in the election, if you have anything you want to throw out there about that, in general, if you want to hear me talk about something, just ask. I do plan on doing a bunch of videos covering a spectrum of different things, basic teenage shit. So, if you want to inbox me ideas, that would be a great way to help me get the ball rolling. To start off, I'm going to answer one of the questions I got. God, this question is like from 2008. I really have not used my YouTube recently. But they asked me two questions. Uh, One was numero uno, where have you traveled? Within the United States, I actually have traveled a lot. I have not traveled out of country more than once. I went on a school trip to Vancouver, British Columbia, which is pretty much the United States. I really don't count it very much. Within the United States, I was born in New York City, in Manhattan, and I grew up in Pittsburgh. My grandma is from West Virginia. I went on a road trip in which we went through Colorado, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois. My grandparents lived in Illinois, so I spent a lot of time there. Ohio, a lot of things on the East Coast, Midwest. Um, and this is within the United States, but I think the coolest place I've traveled to, like specific place, was when I was a kid. I went to West Point, which if you don't know, it's military related. I believe West Point is the Air Force. It's an academy, for military, and it's up in upstate New York. And when I was a kid, we went there, and it was nighttime, and there was snow all on the ground, and we saw a deer, and while we were looking at all the graves and the memorials there. That was a really cool experience. Um, and obviously growing up in New York, and being born there was really cool. Um, and then they asked a more serious question. I'm sorry it took me actually 2008, 2009, 11, 12, 3 years to get around to your question. And I'm sure your university studies are over, but they asked, do you think that the USA should make spanking children illegal like it is in Europe? And honestly, I don't think so. I think every person has their own way to parent, and I definitely do think that, and like I understand why people spank their children, but at the same time, like, I don't necessarily agree with it. Um, to add on to that, I actually just had a daughter. She was born on August 24th, which means she's almost 2 months now. I think one of the primary reasons people spank their children is that, that form of discipline, I don't know if it's a proven fact, but from what most people say, is that if you do this, they will learn faster not to do things. And I do think there's a difference between, like, patting your kid on their behind and being, like, stern with them, and, like, spanking your kid. And I've seen parents, when I was, like, out places, who would just put their kids on their lap and just, like, wail, just like hit them, and I do not think that is right. I do not think you should be able to do that. I think it should be considered child abuse. If you're patting your kid on the rump, I think that's fine, like, as long as you're not inflicting physical pain. I've seen people leave red marks on the kid's ass, and that's not okay in my opinion. And that is from Blair in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So, I will send you a reply on here to let you know that I answered it. But this video is getting long, so I'm going to end it. Again, if you have any questions, anything you want me to talk about, topics, I will probably cover suicide, cutting, stuff like that, bullying, life story, shit. So, if there's anything you want to know about me or anything you want me to cover, just inbox me like I said. And if you like what you see on my channel, obviously a lot of my videos are really old, so expect the future. A beautiful, beautiful future. So, if you like what you see, subscribe. Thank you.